nearly 10,000 developers have started a repository that intentionally steps backward in time. Instead of using modern React components to build video pipelines, they are instead writing raw 1990s-style HTML. The project driving this migration is Hyperframes. It's an open-source framework spun out of HeyGen, built to completely rethink how code turns into a rendered video file. For years, programmatic video relied heavily on React. Tools like Remotion force you to build visual timelines using complex component trees and heavy JavaScript bundlers. Writing proprietary, domain-specific code introduces heavy friction. It requires specialized front-end developers to manage the build steps, bottlenecking the speed at which you can generate and iterate on automated visual content. But the technical friction hides a deeper financial issue. Most dominant rendering engines operate under source-available licenses. The code is public, but the usage rights are strictly gated. This chart tracks what happens when an automated video pipeline scales up. The x-axis represents video output volume. As soon as a small team hits a certain threshold of production, the y-axis shows licensing costs spiking exponentially through expensive enterprise tiers and per-render fees. Your servers might easily handle rendering 10,000 personalized videos a day. The true limit on your output is the corporate pricing structure, taxing every single frame you create. Hyperframes eliminates the build step entirely. The framework operates on a simple premise. A video is just an HTML file loaded with data attributes. This design is specifically targeted at large language models. If you ask Claude or Cursor to write complex proprietary React components, the logic often breaks. But if you ask an LLM to generate standard HTML, the routing is seamless. It is the syntax they were trained on most heavily. You initiate the workflow by injecting a specific context skill into your coding agent using the /hyperframes command. That command feeds the LLM an understanding of a modular catalog containing over 50 ready-to-use video components. The agent pulls from that catalog, mapping your data straight into standard HTML attributes. It autonomously scaffolds out the entire visual composition without requiring you to write a single line of interface code. To make elements move, Hyperframes uses a frame adapter pattern. This translator allows the engine to orchestrate standard animation runtimes like CSS and GSAP. By matching the framework to the AI's most fluent language, the process drops the need for a human developer to translate ideas into complex code. The agent acts as the video director from start to finish. Once the HTML is written, the rendering layer takes over. The engine spins up a headless instance of Chrome to capture the visuals, piping them directly into FFmpeg on a single machine. Because the timing relies on library clocks rather than the system's wall clock, the rendering is entirely deterministic. The exact same HTML input guarantees a pixel-perfect, identical video output every single time you run the script. And unlike its competitors, this entire pipeline operates under an open-source initiative-approved Apache 2.0 license. There are no corporate usage caps. When you combine mathematically predictable rendering with a completely open license, the financial barrier to scale disappears. You can generate one video or 1 million videos without triggering a single enterprise fee. But running this infrastructure locally requires strict environmental hygiene. You must have Node 22 and native FFmpeg correctly installed to even start the engine. If you attempt to use the framework manually without an AI agent assisting you, you will quickly hit a wall of complexity requiring deep knowledge of GSAP animation curves and timeline management. The biggest hidden trap for a deployment pipeline sits right inside the repository. The project contains 240 megabytes of baseline video files used for pixel-perfect regression testing. If your server attempts to clone this without handling large files properly, the entire process shatters. Failing to pre-install Git LFS results in an immediate filter process crash during the clone. Maintaining this pipeline requires sharp DevOps practices to prevent constant build failures. Stripping away the modern React dependencies and returning to raw HTML solved the friction points of programmatic video. It replaced proprietary code with agent-friendly syntax and eliminated enterprise licensing restrictions. The question now is how quickly large language models will absorb the video editor's role, turning complex visual storytelling into an automated background process. If you found this breakdown useful, hit subscribe. Next time, we're looking at how these same autonomous agents are being deployed to conduct strict code quality audits across massive repositories.